Hello, today we're going to take a look at Blood on the Tracks. There's a total of 17 volumes, but I only have 1 to 12. For once, I actually read and completed this manga. Unfortunately, I had to read the rest online. If you want my final thoughts on this, please stick around till the end. On the cover of volume 1, we have Saiichi and his mother. This is pretty cute. I like how it's a photo album. They just look so innocent and happy. I honestly did not know what to expect going into this. All I knew was that the mother is crazy, and you could kind of tell that there's something off about her because she has this really creepy smile. So you could see the dynamic between the main character and his mother is a bit toxic. Just by their interaction, it just feels weird. And in this volume, the main character goes on a family trip to the mountains, and something bad happens to his cousin, Shigi. And look, this is cute little baby photos at the end. On the cover of volume 2, we have another picture of them together. In this volume, Shiki ends up in the hospital, and Sei starts questioning whether what he saw was real or not. He also gets a love letter from his classmate, which his mom finds out about. I like that they include the little cute photo albums at the end. On the cover of volume 3, we have the mother and son at his graduation ceremony. In this volume, it's been weeks and the mother refuses to visit Shigi at the hospital. She also convinces her son not to go, but his father takes him anyways. After seeing his cousin lying on the bed, he starts feeling really guilty, but at the same time, he wants his mother's love, which leaves him in a confused and vulnerable state. On the cover of volume 4, we have them going to school. In this volume, Sei starts developing a stutter. He ultimately asks Fukishi to be his girlfriend. When his mom finds out, she goes a bit crazy on them. On the cover of volume 5, we have the mother and son at a festival. In this volume, Saiichi decides to run away with his girlfriend and ends up staying the night in her room. The mother spends the whole day looking for him, which he ends up feeling remorseful and runs back to his mom. On the cover of volume 6, we have Saiichi with his classmates. I was gonna say this is the only cover where he's not with his mom, but she's in the back. In this volume, Saiichi is so traumatized that his mom easily manipulates him to be on her side. She also forces him to tell her everything that happened between him and Fukishi. On the cover of volume 7, we have the duel again. In this volume, the cousin finally wakes up from his coma, and the aunt finds out the truth about Shigi's accident on the hiking trip. On the front cover of volume 8, we have Saiichi's mother when she was younger. And on the back cover, we have her and her mother. In this volume, Saiichi's had enough of the bullying and ends up snapping on his classmate. After school, his aunt picks him up and demands he tells the truth on what happened to her son. On the cover of volume 9, we have the son and the mother all in red. This is such a creepy, weird feel. In this volume, the mother admits that she pushed him, so the police has to get the son's testimony. During the reenactment of the crime scene, he remembers a hidden past trauma. And now all the photos are ripped. On the cover of volume 10, we have Saiichi and Fukishi in the same red background. In this volume, Saiichi and Fukishi draw their mother on a bag and they take their frustration out on it. Later on, Shiki randomly shows up in front of Saiichi on a stormy night. On the cover of volume 11, we have Saiichi's memories in red with the gold butterflies. In this volume, Saiichi loses his sanity and starts seeing everything through his mother's point of view. He comes to the conclusion that everything is his fault. On the cover of volume 12, we have a close-up of the mother's face. In this volume, the main character goes on trial and his mom says something horrible to him, which makes him hate her. Please finish the video if you want to hear my honest opinion about this manga. Warning, it will contain spoilers. Let me know what other manga you would like me to review. And if you want to support my channel, please leave a like and subscribe. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee. The link will be in the description. And thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. I give Blood on the Tracks a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Blood on the Tracks is a really good read. I was able to finish this in 2 days because there's a lot of action and not so much dialogue, and also they did such a good job hooking me in that I kept wanting to read the next volume and the next volume, and I'm like, well, at this point I'm just so emotionally invested in their lives. The author does a really good job displaying it through the son's point of view. I feel like I'm living through his life and experiencing his thoughts, his emotions, and it's just so crazy. That scene where she just pushed the cousin off, it's that's so crazy. He just saw that, and I'm did that just really happen? Did the mom just push him off? What? So that's what wanted me to read the next volume. Besides volumes 9, 10, and 11, I wouldn't have thought this manga is psychological horror just because of how sweet the covers look like. I honestly thought okay, well, it's probably going to be a really cute story about the mom and son. Nope, I was wrong. When I was reading the first volume, I really thought oh, maybe she's just a really overprotective mom that's willing to do anything to protect her son, but I was also wrong about that too. The author does such a good job narrating and portraying the characters that even I feel bad for the son. Like, that poor boy needs therapy and a better mom. The reason why I'm not giving this manga a 9 or 10 is because there's such a big shift in the story after volume 12. The first half is more psychological and trauma, which I like. Like, that really got me interested in reading this. And it's like, why is the mom so crazy? But the second half focuses more on the aftermath of him pushing and unaliving CG. And there's just a big time skip because it goes from him being in juvie to 20 years later. And it's like, did I skip a volume? No, I didn't. That's just how it is. But I don't know, like, the second half of the story I don't really like quite as much. But it was still good enough for me to continue it. The second half focuses more on slice of life and Saiichi's adaptation to his new life. The one good thing that came out of it was that we get to hear about the mom's backstory, but that doesn't excuse her behavior towards him or the family. I was really hoping for a happy ending for him, but the author decided to go through the bittersweet route. I do recommend reading this if you like slice of life and psychological trauma, but let me know what your thoughts are if you read this in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.